Yes, you guys saw it there. Spirit Halloween has pretty much just released all of their animatronics for 2023, or actually the animatronic name. This is very interesting to me. I didn't know they would release it so early, but I'm so excited, so stoked for this year's Halloween. The first tombstone we have right here is Dagger Mike. To the one to the left, I don't know I can't really read it very well. There's so many. There's the Death Stalker. There's so many. A new animatronic right there, Darling Dolly. We got, in loving memory of the Grave Watcher, a returning prop for this year. And yes, that right there, Here Lies Slim. Some of these, like, in the prices. Stilts, he would do anything to be the best. So I'm so excited for this, and I'll slow the video down and we'll go through all the props. So starting off, we have the Spirit Hollow Cemetery, which I'm guessing is what the theme for 2023 is going to be. I don't know. We don't know much more about it. All I know is that this is going to be the theme more than likely. I wonder what the back's going to be. It's probably going to be, like, obviously something that's in a cemetery. But first off, it's the Spirit Hollow Cemetery. So the first tombstone that we see is Dagger Mike. It's got like two knives on it, or daggers actually. And it says Dagger Mike, no more tricks. So I saw videos, and I'm pretty sure the description pretty much saying that this is a clown prop. I believe he's 4'9", but we'll get into descriptions and stuff like that later on some of these props. So here's the Death Stalker one. It says Death Stalker, there's claw marks, and then it says something else about his hunger. It says his hunger was I can't really read that. Unstable or something like that. I don't know. Go watch a better video. Actually, hold on. I don't know how to call it that, what to use that, but we'll move on to the next tune. So right here, really hard to see, it says Spirit Hollow Cemetery, R.I.P. You can come in, but you will never leave. I'm guessing that's going to be something that will be said on the theme. We can only guess. Other than that, that's what that says right there. The next one is Darling Dolly. It says, Here Lies Darling Dolly. Forever, I think it says Forever Changed, I believe. It's... obviously it's like a doll face right there on the tombstone, and it's winking, so very interesting, and we'll get onto the description of her later. This tombstone is very interesting in my opinion. It just says he was a brave warrior, and I'm questioning if this will be something like maybe a Mars Attacks, because they were talking about that a while ago. It's been a while, but it says he was a brave warrior, and Spirit Halloween, is bringing Mars Attacks stuff this year. So I wonder what that's going to be. I don't know what that is that's correct, but we'll move on to the next tombstone. So this one, a lot of people have been saying, which it is, this is the returning prop of the Grave Watcher. It says, in loving memory, Grave Watcher, forever vigilance. Very interesting. I'm kind of surprised that they brought this one back, but it goes with the theme very well. So I'll find a picture of her later. In the background, you can see another tombstone, which is one that I'm really hyped up to see. The next tombstone, Here Lies Slim, is what it says at the bottom. This is Slim, obviously from Killer Clowns from Outer Space. You can see he even has the 3 moons on the pattern that's on his jumpsuit in the movie. I'm very hyped up for that one, and we'll go on more detail about him later. Same with Darling Dolly. Next tombstone is Heckles, Anything for the Last Laugh. This is obviously a clown. I'm going to assume that he has balloons in his hand or something, because there are balloons at the top. This is obviously a clown. I don't know any description about him. I don't know much about him yet. I don't know how much other people know about him yet, but we will move on to the next tombstone. Here we have Stilts. He would do anything to be the best. This one is a clown. Obviously, I believe he's on stilts, and I see there's a bowling pin at the top, so I'm really questioning that. I know he's going to be very tall. We're going to do the description on him later too, I believe. Very interesting. I know Lowe's is doing the stilts, like a clown that's on stilts, I believe, or already has. I'll have to go watch videos on that later. But moving on to the next tombstone. Next, we have Poor George. It says, "Here lies poor George. He was a good clown. Though his body survived, his mind was..." I believe it might say, like, I don't know what it says. It says tormented, so it might be like tormented or I don't know. It says, "Here lies poor George." So this is this is obviously a clown prop because it says he was a good clown. Very interesting. I don't know if we're gonna get description on him later. I forgot all the ones that I have on here right now. But moving on to the next tombstone. Very interesting. This one. In this one, everyone's been talking about Thomas Brown. I think it says like Hewitt or something like that. I don't know. In memory of Thomas Brown, something. I know everyone knows what this one is. This is obviously the pretty, I believe it's called the Pretty Woman face, Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the first one when he puts on makeup on the mask. This is the third Texas Chainsaw, not third Texas, pretty much, yeah. This is the third Leatherface that we have this year. I believe we got one from Lowe's, one from Halloween / Party City, and now one from Spirit Halloween. I'm very excited to see that one. This one is one that I've been really interested in, and I've always wanted a Leatherface prop to come. I don't know if I'll buy it because I got another prop on my mind that we will talk about later on. Moving on to the next stone, and that one is very interesting. Here we have the Cauldroness. Keep your kids close. I would only assume that this is a witch prop. I'm not a very big fan of witch props, but I do know that this is more than likely a witch prop. I'm not too excited about this one so far or right now, but I do know that it's a witch prop. So moving on to the next tombstone. And here we are, Hellspawn. Even the devil needs a hand. So this prop I'm very excited to see. I do know that he's only 5 foot. And I can't wait to see this one in person. We got the horns on the top of the gravestone. This one I'm very excited for. I don't know how long it's been since we had like an actual like demon prop. I've really been wanting one of those too. I know Party City has like a really tall like demon or something like that. I haven't seen much of Halloween City. I've been on a break lately. So after the 9 days since my last video, or 10 days, I've been on a break. I usually have been taking breaks because I've been busy. But moving on to the next gravestone, if there is another one, I don't know if this is the last one or not. This one says Besmodus, born mean. I would only assume that this is like some kind of bat prop, like people have been saying like that the bat from like Batman, I believe, like not that, like I don't know what he is, like I think it's like Human Bat or something like that is his name. I don't know. I don't watch Batman. I do know that this guy, it's like going to be some kind of monster bat. But moving on to the next gravestone. Next we have Eternal Rest. Their love was doomed. Would only assume that this is 2 people in a prop, or maybe just a woman or one person. I do know that it's called Eternal Rest. It says there, so I would only assume that it would be 2 people in one prop. This one, I'm not sure how I feel about this one yet so far. I just know the name. I can't really say anything bad about them though because we don't know what they actually look like yet. So moving on to the next tombstone. This one I found very interesting. I'm very confused on what this could be. It says, "Here lies the black heart. Be careful about what you wish for." I don't know if it's like just going to be some heart prop. That would be very interesting. I do know this one's very weird. I don't know if it's like some kind of zombie or something like that. All it says is really just a weird name. The black heart, and it's a heart on the top of the tombstone. I'm very confused on this one, but very interested, and I can't wait to see what this prop actually looks like. So moving on to the next one. And here's the prop that we all knew would come back. Creepy Rising Doll. Let's play a little game. I'm very excited to see this prop return. You can see the Creepy Rising Doll, like half of the head is on the top of the tombstone. I can't wait to see this one in person. I've always liked this prop. She's always been very creepy to me. But moving on to the next, which actually there is another tombstone. So we'll move on to price tags and descriptions. So starting off, we have 4'9" Dagger Mike animatronic. He goes for $169.99. I don't know how it, $169.99 so far. Not a bad price for him so far that we know of, until we like actually see the animatronic. His description is, some kids are just born nasty. Dagger Mike never was a normal kid. He liked rats, bugs, knives, creepy clowns, and scaring the heck out of everyone in the neighborhood. Then when he turned 9, he started to get creative, employing elaborate traps to trick the local kids and send them running home. However, the locals caught on quickly and tried to put an end to Mike's games. So instead, he opted for something simpler, a cute clown outfit and 2 little daggers. Now there are no more tricks, so when you see Mike, you better steer clear or be ready for your final surprise. Next, we have 3-foot Grave Watcher animatronic for $80. I know what this one looks like. Good price for her, I guess. Here's the description for her. The Grave Watcher is eternal. Keeping a tormented vigil over the dead is their punishment for the past sins against the underworld that even the devil himself can't speak of. So now Grave Watcher waits endlessly for their own demise, forced to lull the dead to sleep night after night, listening to the unholy moan of thousands of corpses taunting them, while Grave Watcher begs to feel the icy grip of death for one final slumber. Don't get caught lurking around the graveyard at night, or you may just run into the Grave Watcher. The next one, 7'2" slim animatronic. Oh my god. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. $400. This is a prop that I'm going to get this year. This is the one I'm going after. Just so you guys know now, I'm going after the 7'2" slim animatronic. He's $400. Insane price. That is way too expensive. But if you use your 20% off coupon, you can get him for $320, which is probably what I'm going to do. And this is a prop that I'm aiming for this year. And here's the description. If you happen to see any giant shadow puppets this Halloween, look out, because that can only mean one thing. The Killer Clowns from Outer Space are back and ready to cause some wacky mayhem this holiday. Turn your Halloween display into a Killer Clown circus this Halloween with this officially licensed Slim animatronic. As one of the most prominent clowns from the film, Slim is not to be taken lightly. With the signature bright pink clown jumpsuit, head of orange hair with mini balloons, and sinister smile, Slim is always on the hunt for any helpless humans he can capture to feed his crew. Equipped with his green popcorn bag he has in the film, get too close and you might just get shrunk and end up being the Killer Clown's next tasty snack. I can't wait to see this guy in person. Next, we have 7-foot Darling Dolly animatronic for $279.99. So far, I'm guessing that would be a good price for her. Here's the description for Darling Dolly. In the early 1930s, little Sally Smith found a Darling doll already buried in the backyard of her family's new home. The Smiths hesitated to keep the doll, but it was too late. Sally had already become infatuated. Weird things started happening around the house. Miss Smith blamed Darling Dolly. One night, in a panic during a terrible thunderstorm, Miss Smith buried Darling Dolly in the same spot. Little Sally had unearthed her, but when lightning struck Miss Smith's steel shovel, Dolly's grave lit up with an eerie blue glow. The doll and Miss Smith were forever changed into something far more sinister. Sally swore it was a nightmare, but her father knew his wife was gone and Darling Dolly would be back to claim her next victims. Next, 6-foot Leatherface Pretty Woman Mask animatronic, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Okay, so this one's going to be for $350. I can't wait to see this prop. Here's the description for him. Once you hear the revving of the Leatherface chainsaw this Halloween, you'll know it's already too late to run, and you'll soon become his next victim. Make this officially licensed Pretty Leatherface Mask animatronic part of your Halloween display, and you'll always be showing your fandom for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre series. With his brute strength and bone-chilling screams of rage, this cannibalistic serial killer is sure to give your friends and family a fright. You never know what kind of mood he'll be until you get a good look at his horrifying face. Like, subscribe, hit that bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.